Welcome to the news break. We start with a major ruling in baseball today. Umpire Carlos Torres flexed his discretion and denied two separate ABS challenge requests in the Baltimore Orioles versus Athletics game. We dive into the details of how Torres decided on the challenges involving catcher Shohei Langeliers and catcher Samuel Basallo, and what this decision means for the future of umpire authority in the game.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSockets Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we shift gears completely to the world of baseball betting. We look at the MLB best home run bets for May 11, 2026, focusing on the incredible performance metrics of Ben Rice and Heliot Ramos. We break down the statistical data showing why Rice has such a strong chance at a home run and how Ramos has turned his season around to make those prop bets a reality. Now, let's talk about the landscape of the 2026 MLB postseason. We are sorting through the contenders and pretenders to see which teams are truly serious about making the playoffs. We examine the detailed records, run differentials, and pitching staffs of teams like the Cardinals, the Rays, and the Yankees to determine who you should be watching closely. Finally, we get straight into the action for Monday's MLB games. We look at the top DFS picks for May 11 from Mike McClure. He's targeting Shohei Ohtani and Trent Grisham facing a struggling Baltimore Orioles staff, plus a surprising player you absolutely need to see before locking in your lineups. Join us now to see all of Mike McClure's top picks and cash in big on MLB DFS. An umpire's discretionary decision in a recent baseball game has reignited debate over the implementation of the league's on-base challenge system. On Sunday, May 10, umpire Carlos Torres denied two separate on-base challenge requests from the Baltimore Orioles and the Athletics, signaling that umpire discretion remains a significant factor in game outcomes. The Orioles ultimately won the contest 2-1, but Torres' refusal to grant the reviews sent ripples through the fanbase and likely influenced managers. The first denied challenge occurred in the first inning when Athletics catcher Shohei Langeliers tapped his helmet after Orioles outfielder Taylor Ward walked, seemingly in reaction to a hesitation. Torres did not allow the review. The second incident took place in the third inning when Orioles catcher Samuel Basallo sought a challenge regarding a ball call, believing his initial move to throw the ball around the horn indicated a strike three. Torres ultimately denied this challenge. The situation escalated when Baltimore manager Craig Albernaz argued with the umpire, leading Torres to eject infield coach Miguel Cairo for yelling from the bench. MLB's on-base system, ABS, rules allow umpires to deny challenges if they determine the call was aided by the dugout or other players, or if the request was not made within the allotted 2-second window after a pitch. Players retain their challenge if it is not granted. Torres' ruling highlighted the umpire's latitude to deny requests that do not meet these standards. The ABS system, which is only 6 weeks old, has already generated considerable controversy. As of May 6, there had been approximately 2,200 challenges, with a 53% overturn rate. This tension was previously voiced by Baltimore catcher Adley Rutschman in an ESPN interview last month, who suggested the need to implement a challenge clock instead of relying solely on umpire discretion. This is not an isolated issue. A similar ABS-related confrontation occurred earlier this season on March 29, when Twins manager Derek Shelton was ejected after arguing that Orioles pitcher Ryan Helsley had not tapped his cap quickly enough during an accepted challenge. The hunt for MLB home run props continues as bettors look to capitalize on a volatile season. Despite a record of 7 straight failed home run bets, the potential for profit remains high, with readers and bettors already realizing $400 in profits from previous wagers. Today presents two compelling opportunities centered on Ben Rice and Heliot Ramos. For Ben Rice, the 27-year-old slugger boasts impressive batted ball data, ranking 9th among 271 qualified hitters in barrels per plate appearance rate at 12.2% and 4th in hard hit rate at 59.3%. His performance against right-handed pitching is particularly strong, with 7 home runs in 105 plate appearances against righties this season. Furthermore, Rice faces a favorable matchup against Brandon Young, who has allowed just 3 home runs across 4 starts this year. The playing environment is also advantageous, as Oriole Park at Camden Yards carries a park factor of 121 for home runs, the second highest mark in MLB since 2025, positioning Rice for a potential home run. Meanwhile, Heliot Ramos is looking to build on a turnaround after a slow start. Since hitting his first home run in April, Ramos has hit 4 home runs in his last 21 games. His recent performance shows strong metrics, including a 19% home run per flyball rate, HRFB, and a high line drive rate of 20.6%. Ramos also benefits from an ideal pitching matchup, facing Roki Sasaki, who has allowed the fewest home runs among tonight's probable starters, and Alek Manoah. Crucially, the park factors are optimal, with UNIQLO Field at Dodger Stadium boasting a 132 park factor for home runs, MLB's highest since last year. These combined factors suggest Ramos has a strong chance to deliver on his home run prop bet. Analysis of MLB contenders and pretenders for the 2026 playoffs reveals a diverse landscape among the teams currently sitting at or above the .500 mark. The assessment is based on recent performance metrics, run differential, and strength of schedule. The team with a 28-13 record and an impressive +87 run differential stands out as a strong contender. They boast the best offense in baseball, supported by elite hitters like Matt Olson, Drake Baldwin, Ozzie Albies, and Michael Harris II. Despite some pitching uncertainty, the team's overall strength solidifies their position as a top contender. The Rays, with a 26-13 record and a +20 run differential, present a mixed picture. While their offense is a throwback, excelling in batting average and strikeouts, their run prevention is a key strength, ranking 5th in team era. The analysis suggests they are a mild contender, given their history of overachievement, but not at an elite level for a full season. A third team, with a 27-14 record and a +47 run differential, is deemed a strong contender. This team excels in on-base percentage and slugging, though rotation depth is a concern due to key injuries. However, strong defense is cited as a mitigating factor. The Yankees, holding a 26-15 record and a +73 run differential, are another strong contender. They lead in home runs and slugging, and their pitching staff, bolstered by recent returns, has shown significant improvement. The team is considered a strong contender. The 2-time defending champions are classified as an easy contender, despite recent struggles. Their position and overall strength make them a top contender. The Padres, despite 8 games over .500, are viewed as a pretender. Concerns over offensive output, particularly from key players, and thinness in the roster lead to this assessment. The Brewers emerge as a strong contender. They have shown an ability to overperform relative to their on-paper performance, and recent roster adjustments, including the return of key players, bolster their standing. The Cardinals are labeled a pretender. While possessing some offensive pieces and a solid rotation, the overall outlook for the NL Central is cautious, with every team remaining above .500. The Pirates are a mild contender. Their rotation, anchored by Paul Skeens, is expected to be strong, though offensive production remains a point of concern. The Reds are considered a pretender. Significant pitching injuries and an overall thin offense suggest a difficult outlook for the team. The Athletics are categorized as a mild contender within the MLB at large, primarily due to their placement in the AL West and a recent 2-game lead. They are noted as having staying power. The Guardians are considered a contender. While the offense is not elite, their performance in the division suggests that not being bad is sufficient for contention. Fantasy sports enthusiasts preparing for the Monday MLB slate should tune in for expert advice ahead of the daily fantasy sports picks. 6 games are scheduled for Monday, with action kicking off at 6:10 p.m. ET and concluding with the Dodgers versus Giants matchup at 10:10 p.m. ET. This head-to-head features a high-scoring potential, with the over-under set at 9.5 combined runs, featuring major names like Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Kyle Tucker, Willie Adams, and Rafael Devers expected in the lineups. To navigate these DFS picks on platforms like DraftKings and FanDuel effectively, analysts point to Mike McClure, a renowned DFS professional with over $2 million in career winnings. McClure operates as a predictive data engineer at Channel YouTube, utilizing a sophisticated prediction model that simulates every minute of every game 10,000 times. This model incorporates crucial factors such as matchups, statistical trends, and injury reports to identify optimal MLB DFS values and construct superior lineups, which he shares exclusively on his channel. For Monday's slate, one of McClure's top recommendations is Shohei Ohtani. McClure is also building around Yankees outfielder Trent Grisham, who is positioned to face a struggling Baltimore Orioles pitching staff that has conceded the third most runs in the league. Furthermore, McClure is highlighting a surprising player who could deliver massive performance numbers on Monday, suggesting this pick could be crucial for tournament success or securing significant winnings. Fans are urged to view the channel YouTube content immediately to access McClure's top picks, stacks, and player pools tailored for FanDuel and DraftKings to maximize their MLB DFS potential.